Alright, today we are joined by Mohammad Ammar, who is a good friend of mine, and he is a representative of the Student Council. He takes part in the Events and Clubs Committee, and he's also a member of the graduating class.
Yeah.
So first of all, we're going to start you off with some questions about your work in the Student Council.
Sure.
What has your committee brought to the school this year?
So this year, what we've tried to bring to the school in terms of clubs and events is organization. So throughout the years that we've been in the school, we've seen a lot of clubs and events going on, but there's not been a lot of organization. So the clubs, there have been clubs, debating clubs, chess clubs, but the organization was lacking. So we tried to bring in as much organization when it comes to clubs and events, and also we've started new events like the stage.
So what's been your biggest achievement from everything you've done this year?
So this year, I think the biggest achievement, if I were to name one, would most likely be the stage. Because in the beginning of the year, Naif, our student council president, came to me and a bunch of other guys like you as well. He told us to start something such as TED Talks, which was a nice vision, but something really hard to achieve on the ground. So it was. At first I thought that it's not possible. At first I thought that it's where are we going to get the speakers, where are we going to get the setup and everything like that. So but then I took it upon myself to bring it to completion. We've had speakers like Dr. Zishan, a data scientist, and also Mr. Mutabil, a former rapper and now business executive. So the biggest achievement for me is probably the stage.
All right, so you've done loads of things in the Student Council this year. How has this benefit you as a person?
So a lot of people come up to me from time to time and they ask me why I spend so much time working for the Student Council and why I don't focus on my academics instead. Like the most cliche answer to this question is that it'll help me with my university application, but there's no doubt that getting good grades is more important than having good extracurriculars. But the thing that I most take away from this is the soft skills that I'm able to develop when working for the Student Council. So when working for the Student Council, I have to go to people who are above me, like the Vice Principal, Mr. Safdar, or the Vice General Director, Mr. Mikhail, and have to convince them of all the ideas that I have. And also have to relay my message effectively to those below me in grade 10 and 11. So all of these communication skills as well as delegation skills that you learn when working for Student Council and organizing events and clubs is probably my biggest takeaway from the Student Council.
So like we mentioned, you're part of the graduating class. And obviously without doubt there's going to be a new Student Council next year.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you would give to them?
So I haven't really thought about this because it's hard to think about leaving, but we are obviously going to leave, and there is obviously going to be another Student Council next year. So the one advice that I'd give them is to communicate more effectively, because the one thing that we lacked this year was getting the message out to as many people as it could have gotten out to. So I'd recommend them to establish good chains of communication, good channels of communication, and maybe not expand on the clubs and events, just maintain what we have built, but get it out to as many people as possible.
So that was everything about the Student Council.
Yeah.
Now we're going to ask you about your feelings and stuff on like actually graduating.
Feelings, huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
So how do you feel about leaving Manara in 3-4 months' time?
Holy. Anyways, so I don't know if everybody here knows, but I've been in Manarat since grade 4, and just counting the years, I almost don't have enough fingers, because I've been here for 9 years now, and out of the 18 years of my life, that's 50%. So Manarat is integral to everything that I've done in the last half of my life. So I'm certainly going to miss Manarat, and I'm certainly going to miss all the friends that I've made here.
What's your first memory of the school?
Well, I'm not really sure if this qualifies as first, but one of the first stories that I remember from coming to school is when I was in grade 4, and I obviously came straight from Pakistan, and that was where I had spent all of my life before coming to Manarat. So in Pakistan, they have this company called Sunny Plast, which makes bandages. And I had no idea that bandages are called bandages. I just thought that they were called Sunny Plast. So once I got hurt in school, and the vice principal came to our class, and I asked him for Sunny Plast. And he had no idea, being British, what a Sunny Plast is. So I kept asking him for a sunniplast around 3 to 4 times until my friend Umair told him that he's asking for a bandage. And that is my first embarrassing memory slash story that I have from the Manarat.
What's,
Very embarrassing.
You're gonna leave the school. What's one thing you really miss about the school?
One thing, there are a lot of things that I like about the school, but the one thing that I miss the most is, so when I watch TV shows or movies about kids growing up in America or in the West in general, there's a lot of class system going on in the schools. And people are classified as athletes or they're classified as nerds. People are classified as bullies or they're classified as the bullied. But that is something that I've never experienced in Manarat. All of us, especially in the senior class now, all of us don't think of each other as different from the other. We all like to come together, be friends, and nobody thinks of each other as different. And there is no class system in Manarat, and that's what I like most about this school.
I think it's a bit late to ask this question, judging by the fact that you're graduating.
Yeah.
But what's one thing you'd change about the school?
That is over the years, I've been one asking for change a lot. Like, I've gone to the principal, I've gone to the VP many times over the years asking for change, and now that I'm leaving, I feel like this is not my responsibility. But one thing that I would like to change is the relationship between the students and the administration. The students feel left out of the decision process that goes on in the school. For example, this year we used to have a green cricket pitch on which we used to love playing cricket, but this year, without any consultation with students and students who love playing cricket, the grass on the field was removed, and now the entire field is sandy and we're unable to play cricket like we used to. And so I would like the administration and student relationship to improve and the students be made a bigger part of the decision process when it comes to Manarat.
All right, that was a really good answer. We thoroughly enjoyed having you here today. And yeah, best of luck for all your future endeavors. And
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Assalamu alaikum.
So, alaikum assalam. I'm going to miss the school and I'm going to miss you, bro.